Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Fantago Coliseum for some more Toronto Wildhounds hockey action. As you can probably see, it has been a green takeover this afternoon, as it is the St. Pat's game between the Wildhounds and the Kitchener Rangers. 2 years in a row, they'll take on Kitchener on St. Pat's. These uniforms looking clean as we get underway. Here's a shot early, stopped by Ryerson. And a giveaway in front, Breakoff hit the post. McCoy trying to stop his man from getting to it. It's played back to Brusevich. Now Swick winds, shoots, deflects, but Ryerson, easy stop on that. Here's Copper with it, sent ahead to Coffey. Hounds have not played their best of hockey recently. They look to get back to that here tonight on St. Pat's. Here's McCoy through center, off to Copper, gave that away to Rakoff, and Carson Rakoff will center it off to Swick. In they come, step to the net, Swick, he scores! Swick gives Kitchener the first goal of the game here in the St. Pat's game against the Hounds. It's a good start for the Kitchener Rangers on the road yet again. They've done it all season, haven't they? Yeah, just getting behind the D, and Ryerson split second. The 5-hole is open, and the Rangers take advantage of it to strike first here tonight. Here's the draw, one back by Kitchener. Randofsky looking ahead with it on the wing. Trying to defend was Finnegan, but he got by, and Ryerson made the save. Rebound was loose in front. Lucky that didn't go. Kept in here. Randofsky, that was blocked. Coffey. And this one will be a penalty against the Hounds. So Kitchener to the power play, already leading in this St. Pat's game, 1-0. Here's the draw to the right side of the Toronto goal. One back by the Rangers. Savard in, shooting. That's blocked and sent out and down the ice by the Hounds. Back to get its thrower shorthanded. Sending it to the point. That got by everybody, and the Rangers have a breakaway. It's Carson Rakoff in alone. Taken away by thrower, but he got it back on the turnover. Here's Savard. Moves in, shoots. That's wide. Rakoff looking. Has a man alone, and a big save made by Ryerson. Rebound. That doesn't go. Rakoff looks out front. Another passing lane open. Mateau to the net. That doesn't go. Another chance loose in front. Hounds have been sloppy again in the first period here tonight. It has not looked good for them early. Here's Savard, pinned behind the net, but still has it, and now takes off with it as Cleaver tried to catch up to him. Finnegan to defend on it, but he stepped by. Shears couldn't stop him. They score! It's 2-0 Kitchener here in the first. And they've looked good. It's Olivier Savard who gets the goal. 2-0 Rangers. This one again through the 5-hole. Ryerson doesn't read it well, and Kitchener an early 2-0 lead here in the first. Toronto has not lost on home ice yet this season. Both their losses are on the road. Sent ahead, here's Bottineau. He gets by, and he makes it 3. And it's going to be reviewed here for interference. There was definitely some contact, but did the puck cross the line before he was interfered with? Close to say there. And after review, they're going to deem it interference. So lucky for the Hounds, it stays 2-0 interference the call. No penalty on the play, just no goal. Here's Romano, he'll move in, gets by Shears, and this one will count. Romano makes it 3-0 Kitchener in this opening period on St. Pat's. And the Wildhounds have no-showed so far in this one. They've been standing around puck watching, and they find themselves down by 3 in this first period. Here's the draw. One back, Mateau with it. Now for Romano. Gave that away, now gets that back to Savard. In come the Rangers again. Savard to the net. He's stopped by Ryerson. Need to be good on that, as he keeps it 3-0 in this first period. Well, it just feels like the energy is deflated in this building. This team down 3-0 in this first period on St. Pat's, a very special occasion. Here's Savard with it. To Mateau, moves in, shoots, stop. Rebound was there, they couldn't clean it up. Another chance doesn't go. Lawson, here come the Hounds now. It's Shears through center with Nicholson. Here's Nicholson, looks back off to Shears. Wide, shoots, easily blocked. Nicholson to the net. That's stopped by Parsons, and he holds on. 7 to play here in the first, 3-0 Kitchener. It's been all Rangers. They went back to back to back, and they have a 3-0 lead. Face-off 7-0. Hounds looking for their first, and they get it here. McKinley off the face-off, winds and shoots, and Parsons makes another stop. It's sent ahead to Messar. He'll carry it through center. Now on the left wing, going to the Wild Hound net. He's stopped by Ryerson. Has to be sharp after giving up 3. Here's Ryan McCoy the other way. Hounds are in. McCoy! He scores! Ryan McCoy puts Toronto on the board. It's 3-1. It's goal number 3 on the season for McCoy. And the Hounds are, sorry, it's number 4 actually. As the Hounds get on the board late here in period 1, it's 3-1. McCoy with a much needed goal to get some energy back in this building and into this team. They've fallen behind a lot recently in hockey games, and losing that last one in Niagara did not feel good for this club. Sent in, here's Copper, here's another chance. Pass in front, and Parsons just poke-checked it instead of letting the feed come across. Face off in the Kitchener zone here. It's been all Kitchener, but moments ago, Toronto got on the board. It's 3-1. Here's the face-off. Hounds don't win this one. Savard kept in, though. Copper has it down low, feeds it over. That missed McCoy, but he held it in for Copper. Sale has it on the turnover, and Mislejevic will play it ahead to Mateau. Mateau to the net, poked away. Copper has it back. Here's Copper for the Wild Hounds. He'll send it in. Chased down by the Hounds here. Picked up by Ryan McCoy in behind the nets. Going back after that was Coffey, and he did take it away. Here's Coffey out front. Swing and a miss by McCoy, and it comes out. Mateau, Jackson back to it. Seconds running down in the period. Coffey, one last look. There's the feed over, turned over, and we're through 1. It's the Rangers 3, the Wild Hounds 1, after 1 tonight here on St. Pat's. Shots are goal in the game are 14-4 Rangers. They lead it 3-1 after 1. The hits are 3-1 Toronto. Faceoffs 8-2 Kitchener. Power plays 0 for 1. Toronto hasn't had one. It's 3-1 after 1. Welcome into period 2 here tonight from Fayetteville Coliseum. It's the Wild Hounds and the Kitchener Rangers in their first of 2 meetings this year. And a good start for Kitchener here tonight. Here's Swick moving in. Just started the second. He has Rakoff going to the net. Taken back by the Rangers again. The Hounds standing around. Here's a chance. They score! Just a minute 15 into the second. They get the 3-goal lead back. It's Tanner Lamb with his first of the year. And it's 4-1 Kitchener. Face off here back to center. It's been all Rangers here tonight. Here's Rakoff down the left side. In on goal. Fanned on it. Try to get it back. McCoy took that away, and here come the Hounds. Ryan McCoy breaking by. He has one tonight. He's in! He stopped! What a save by Parsons, and he keeps it 4-1. Now a breakaway at Swick. He already has one. He's stopped by Ryerson. Playing that down the thrower, and now McCoy ahead through center with it again. McCoy has Coffey going to the net. A man on his right couldn't feed it over. And that was Copper going to the net. Brasevich turned it over to Copper. Copper with a lane. Winds, shoots. High riser doesn't go. And that was Copper searching for the rebound. McCoy strips him of it and takes it back in for Toronto. Nicholson chasing it down in the Kitchener zone here. And here's Brasevich. Sent ahead, Carson Rakoff to Swick. And Nicholson took it away. Now Swick to it again. Entering the zone, left side to the net. And Lamb stopped by Ryerson. Laying that down, it's Alex Lash, and here come the Hounds. Lash through center, almost halfway in a 4-1 game. But here's a chance, and that pass just missed. Woods back in front. And that one rolls off the stick. And a penalty coming, it's going to Toronto. Rangers back to the power play. They're 0 for 1 in the game. They lead it 4-1. An opportunity to make it 5. Here's the face-off. One back by the Rangers. Mateau stopped by Ryerson. He holds on. A good look right down Main Street. But Ryerson makes the stop and holds on. Face off right side of the Hound net here, 8 seconds into this power play. Savard, that's blocked, kept in by Mateau. Now Swick with a shot, that's sticked away. Luke Cleaver shorthanded. Here come the Hounds, the best shorthanded team in the league. Cleaver has a man with him, feeds it over, they score! It deflects off a stick in front, and in the net it goes to make it 4-2. It's another shorthanded goal for Toronto. This one by accident. You can see him looking for the pass, and it goes off the Rangers' stick and in past Parsons. 4-2 game. So the goal scored by Luke Cleaver. It's a shorthanded tally, and it's 4-2. As the faceoff one back, here's Savard. He'll enter from the left side with Rakoff to Swick. Make it 5. It's a power play goal, and they get it right back. 5-2. The third time in this game they've had a 3-goal advantage. Trent Swick with his second of the night, 10:40 on the power play. Here's the faceoff. Toronto put up 5 against the Rangers last St. Pat's. It's the opposite way here tonight. Here it's Mateau. Looking ahead through center, his pass finds Lamb. Trying to go to the net with the puck, he turned it over to Lawson. Down low's Jackson, trying to stop that opportunity from happening. Back to the point, Mateau. Renfro took it away, looking for his first as a Hound. He's in alone. He scores! His first as a Wild Hound, and it's 5-3. Max Renfro at 13:19 of the second brings the Hounds within 2 for the third time in the hockey game. Well, the Wild Hounds back in this one yet again. They never go away, and here at home they've been a force this year. Still no home losses on the season. Down by 2 still here tonight, though. Here's Savard on the giveaway. Jackson sent ahead, that pass given away to Mateau, and the other way come the Rangers. Here's Mateau, center, turned it over to Renfro. He has Carr on his right wing. Here come the Hounds again. Owen Carr steps in, shoots, save made, and they almost put it back in their own net, but Parsons holds on. 4:38 to go here, second period. Rangers 5, Wild Hounds 3. Shots to goal are 19-9 for the Rangers. Here's the draw to the left side of the Ranger goal. One back by the Hounds. McKinley to the front. Josh spins, shoots. That stop, they score! It's Joey Caremore. And the Hounds find themselves within 1. Hard work down low. It pays off. 5-4. And no one feels better about that than the Toronto netminder here tonight, as he's given up 5 already in this game, but the Hounds back in it. It's 5-4. Draw one. Here's Brasevich. He'll bring it in over the line, go to the net with Sop. That shot's blocked by McKinley, and here come the Hounds again. McKinley chips and chases. Played around to Caremore. Caremore has a man in front. They score! They've come all the way back. From 5-2, it's 5-5. And it's going to be Kylan Josh with his first as a Wild Hound. And Parsons had a great read on it, but the pass was just a bit faster. He couldn't get over in time to make the save. We're tied at 5. Here's the draw, one back to McKinley. He'll send it in on his backhand. The Hounds chase that down, and a new life here tonight from Fantico as we're all even now. Here's Caremore. Has Kyle and Josh going to the net once again. Lodge feeds it in front, and a big save made by Parsons. Rangers are being attacked in their own zone right now. Here's Misijevic off to Sale. Seconds running down here in the second period. McKinley back to collect. Sent ahead to Caremore, and this will end the second 5-5 after 2. Well, what a hockey game we've had here on St. Pat's. It's the Hounds and the Rangers, 5 apiece. Shots to goal in the game are 19-13 Rangers, 5-5 after 2. The hits are 5-4 Toronto. Face-off 16-4 Rangers, 1 for 2 on the power play. Toronto has an ad one. They have a shorthanded goal, 5-5 after 2. Welcome into period 3 here tonight from Fantico Coliseum. The Wild Hounds and the Rangers. It's 5-5 heading into the third tonight. Draw one back by Andofsky. Now sent ahead to Rakoff. Going to the net with it. Carson Rakoff looking to the goal. There's a man in front. Here's Andofsky. Big save. Swick has it down low. Has a man in front. Trying to get the lead back. And it goes off the mark and wide. Coffey with it. Hounds turn up ice. Here's Danton Coffey weaving his way through center. Holding on to it. Feeding that. Trying to chip it ahead. And that was Copper trying to find it. Now Andofsky. Brasevich. Has that pass for Rakoff. Here's Carson Rakoff. Cut off by the Hounds there. Coffey with it. Quick transition. McCoy sends it in. Hounds will chase after it. It goes in behind the net. Copper. As here's Brusevich in his own zone. Brand new game as we enter the third. 5 gone in the period. 5-0. Thrower up to Coffey. First time this year the Hounds have scored 5 goals in the game. Coffey shoots. Fanned on that one. Maybe held on just a split second too long. Now Lamb has it to Rakoff, and it's a breakaway to put him back in front. And he's stopped by Ryerson. Has it again. Andofsky shooting. That doesn't go. Rangers to the attack. Swick, another stop. Ryerson with 3 in a row. It's still kept in. That's blocked. Woods clears. Icing warning on this, but Lash gets back. He'll send it around to Cleaver. Luke Cleaver has it. Going to the net. Cleaver. He shoots. This one blockered over the net by Parsons. Now they play it in front. And that's missed down low. Cleaver back. Another shot doesn't go. Third chance. And it's taken back by the Rangers. Here's Misijevic. Breakaway. Kitchener in. They score. Chances both ways, but it's Kitchener who grabs the lead again. 6-5. Misijevic with his third of the year. Good things happen when you attack, and the pressure's been put on here in the third after blowing the lead by the Kitchener Rangers to get the lead back again with 8:18 to go. What a hockey game here tonight. Nicholson sends it in. Chased down here by the Hounds, and back to get it was Renfro. 2 Wild Hounds have their first goals as Hounds here tonight. It's picked up here in the own zone, but turned over to Renfro. He has Lawson. Sale took that away in the corner, and a penalty coming to Toronto. So with 6 to play here in the third, Kitchener a 6-5 edge. Riley Lawson heads off, 2 minutes for tripping. And penalty trouble once again to Toronto. Here's the face-off. One back, picked up by the Rangers. Mateau turned it over to Copper, and he's going to take off. Here's Copper down the left side. Backhanders stop easily. And Parsons just plays that down to Savard. They'll go the other way. On this power play attack, that's given away. Copper to McCoy. He has a chance to tie it. He scores! They've tied it again. Shorty. Ryan McCoy is his second of the night. First time this year he has 2 goals in a game, and it's 6-6. A late tally for Ryan McCoy to even things up on the Kitchener power play. 6-6. And the faceoff won by Mateau, but turned over to Cleaver. And Cleaver looked to take off. He's after Savard. He took it away. He's in, and he couldn't get the shot. Oh, my. Carr lost it. Tries to get it back from Rakoff, and another penalty on the play going to guess who? Toronto. Savard back to the point. Mateau has it. Fans booing here as they're waiting for a stoppage. Misijevic, finally they touch up. 5-on-3 here for 16 seconds in a 6-6 game. Owen Carr heads off. 2 minutes for tripping. Back to the power play go the Rangers again here in a late 5-on-3. Draw one back. Here it's picked up by Andofsky. Brusevich has a lane. It's stopped by McCoy. Ryerson, as here's Shears off to McCoy. The feed ahead. Wasson, he's in alone to take the lead. It rolled off his stick. Oh my, but he took it away in front. And he has Lash with him. Wasson holds on to it, plays it down the Lash. Lash trying to keep that in. He does. Alex Lash, what a job. Goes to the net. It rolls to Parsons. Played down to Brusevich. Great pressure late in this third period. Sale gave that away to Coffey. Back to McKinley. His pass up for Lash. He was taken off, and that is going to be a penalty. A late penalty to the Rangers for interference. Tanner Lamb heads off. And in 30 seconds from now, Toronto will have their first power play of the game. Not a full power play, but nonetheless a power play. Here's Brusevich. He'll carry it out and sent ahead to Messar. Short-handed here. Shot blocked. Here's Carr. He has Coffey ahead. Power play underway for Toronto. Sent around to Woods. Here's Ryan Woods. He shoots. He's stopped by Parsons, and it's right to his chest where he holds on. Minute 47 to go in regulation time. 6-all here from Kitchener. Face off here. Hounds on the power play. It's been deadly this year once again. Here's Mateau, and he will chip that off the boards to Rakoff. Here they come, and they'll get it the rest of the way down. Not in the final minute of play yet. It's sent ahead to Ryan Woods. Here comes Woods up the right side. He'll shoot it. Tried to label that blocker side. It was stopped, and a penalty goes the other way. Oh my. With a minute and 4 seconds to go in the third, we'll have 4-on-4 for 6 seconds, and then Kitchener to another power play. 16 seconds. Here's the face-off. One back by the Rangers. Mateau. Savard, that was tipped but handled. It's kept in here. Rangers to the attack, and Ryerson with a poke check, and a big one. Here's Ryan McCoy, short-handed for the hat trick. McCoy! He's stopped by Parsons. Best stop tonight for Parsons, and it's kept in here. McCoy with Cleaver trying to give him a hard time. Here's Misijevic. Right side through the middle to Swick. Swick turned it over to Finnegan. Finnegan down low in the zone. He'll send that ahead for Cleaver. 6 seconds. Cleaver has the moves. Moves in. Looks for the shot. He'll get it. It deflects. Where is it? They whack away, but the period comes to an end. We will go to overtime. 6-all here tonight from Fantago Coliseum. Shots a goal in the hockey game are 27-21 Kitchener. It's 6-6 after 3. It's 7-6 for the Rangers. Faceoffs 23-5 Kitchener. Power plays 1 for 4. Toronto 0 for 1. They have 2 shorthanded goals in the game. We head to overtime. Welcome into overtime. The Hounds shorthanded to start it. Ryan McCoy, first time this season. He has 2 goals in a game. He's only scored 1 a game up to this point. Nicholson trying to find him, but here they come now. McCoy back to Nicholson. Looks back to McCoy. That feed was turned over to Swick. And here come the Rangers. Here's Swick dropping it back. Andofsky to win it. Taken back by Thrower. His pass finds McCoy, and here he goes. Ryan McCoy to win it. Backhander off the post. Oh, what a move, but he couldn't finish. He weaves around, moves in. Can't get the shot. And the other way go the Rangers. Brusevich, we're back to full strength. Another penalty on the play. Going to the Wildhounds here in overtime. Here's the face-off right side. Copper to take it. One back by Copper. Here's Shears. Off to Finnegan. Short-handed here. The Hounds are going to be for a little bit. Pass ahead finds Copper. Here they come short-handed. There's the pass back. Shears can't get the shot on net. Copper back to the point. Not held in by Finnegan. Sent back for Shears. Just over 2 to go here in overtime. Here's Shears, looks for an outlet. He finds it, and Copper, but he turned it over to Brusevich. Brusevich to Sop to win it. Stopped on the chance by Sale. Here's Copper, and here come the Hounds. He'll turn back. Feeds that over to Shears. Shears sends it into the Kitchener zone. 30 seconds left on the rush. Copper to it. Gave that away, and they'll have to get back again. As here's Sop. Turning it over. Finnegan to Shears. He was stripped to the puck. Hounds look ahead. The pass finds Copper. And on the ice comes Woods. It's sent around to Woods. Back to the point. Nobody there. Out of his net to play it as Ryerson banks it off for Thrower. Here's Dalton thrower through center. He has Copper. Gave that away. Sop trying to get it back in. That's Sale. 13 seconds to go regulation time. That's fed to Coffee. Drops that back to Copper. He'll send it in. 5 seconds to go in overtime. Nicholson with a shot. Stopped by Parsons, and we're going to a shootout tonight here in the St. Pat's game. 6-6 into a shootout. Toronto 1-1 in shootouts this season. Rangers haven't been to one. Shots to goal after overtime, 28-22 for Kitchener. 6-all. The hits are 10-6 Rangers. Faceoffs 23-7 Rangers. 1 for 6 on the power play. Toronto's had 1. They're 0 for 1. And they have 2 shorthanded goals. 6-6. We go to the shootout. Welcome into the shootout here on St. Pat's this afternoon. It's the Wild Hounds and the Kitchener Rangers. First of 2 meetings this year. What a first one. Here's Messar to lead us off. Flip speed up the middle. Weaving, backhand, scores! Rangers striking round 1. It's Philip Mesar. And the Wild Hounds will look to respond. It's Ryan McCoy. He's had himself a night. Here's McCoy. He scores! A move, forehand up and over the mitt. And we're 1-1. Round 2 for Kitchener in a tied shootout. They will go to Rakoff. Here's Carson Rakoff. Far right, moving in. Backhand, forehand. He's stopped by Ryerson. Round 2 for the Hounds. It's Luke Cleaver. He's had great hands. Moves in, waits, shoots. Blockers stop. Parsons. We'll go to round 3. Tied at 1 in the shootout. Round 3 for Kitchener. Here's Sale with great speed down the middle. He's stopped by Ryerson, kicking it out with the left leg. Toronto a chance to win. It's Alex Lash. Here he comes with a ton of speed. It's his best weapon. Lash fakes, moves in, shoots, scores! Hounds win it! Back from 5-2. They take it 7-6 in the shootout here on St. Pat's. What a game. What a finish for Alex Lash. The weave and fake, he lost the puck, recovered, got the forehand away. It went under the left pad of Parsons for the shootout winner. What a goal for Alex Lash and this Toronto team to come back and get this W here tonight. Well, your final score here tonight from Fantico Coliseum with green all over. It's the Wild Hounds 7, the Rangers 6 in a shootout.